Okay, yes, this is a huge mess. This is a lot of craft stuff, and I'm sure other stuff got thrown in on top of this stuff. It is a mess. However, I have a lot of craft stuff, sewing stuff. Yeah, look at all that. And I don't have a craft room. We had to, take off the craft room. So when we moved in, I kind of just threw stuff in here. No rhyme or reason. And didn't have a plan. I can't believe I'm showing you all this. Anyway, it's very embarrassing. But stay with me, because this is all going to be pulled out. And it's all going to be redistributed and organized, and it'll look a lot better, and I can get into it. And it's something I've needed to get done. And that way I can put my sewing stuff in there and just kind of redo it, which it totally needs done. Yeah, those got, unalived. I do have more of those plants in the greenhouse, so I will take that out, and that'll go too, and then I'll get fresh plants in there, and yeah. This is my mess, guys. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, I am back. And it's a little too windy out there today to hang the clothes on the clothesline. So they're in the dryer. And here is where I'm at. I've gotten rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I pulled a bunch of stuff out. And now I got to organize and find out how I'm going to fit it all in here. This is going to be fun. I couldn't help but pick that up for 98 cents. Don't know much about the diamond things, but I figure if it's ever a snowy season and I'm done on the farm, I could maybe sit down and do something like that. I don't know. Here we go. So I got all kinds of stuff. Sometimes you can go to the thrift store and you can find that kind of stuff in a goodie bag. And it has the sewing stuff in there and all that. I do like puzzles. Let's put that on this side. I picked up these old picture frames at the thrift store. And what I'm going to do is this. You can take apart the pine cones and you can make a picture frame, and you can paint these. Anyway, yeah, that's just something I could do. And then my daughter got me this, so it matches a purse. There's more of the picture frames that I could, do that on for Christmas gifts. There's a bunch of these little things. I do cross stitch. My Beth Moore Bible studies that I did, I really enjoyed those. I kind of want to organize the sewing stuff. Well, it looks like the sewing stuff's on this side. But the sewing stuff on this side, maybe the other craft type stuff on this side. And then that's micro green, so I'll have to put that up here for the winter when I do the microgreens and all. Let me stick this in here. It is hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna just kind of show you what I've been getting done. I gotta empty that. That's a craft bag, cross stitch stuff, and so I gotta get it all organized and get it in here. All right, I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I just wanted to bring you back really quick, because look at this. I love the vintage. Don't you wish these prices were today? Yeah, check that out. That is kind of cool. 1934, 1935. Wow, that's when this was copyrighted. Wow. There's some, this would be your press markers for quilting. Yeah, I grabbed a few Christmas things out. Connie got these for me last year, and then for Tom and Wendy, I was kind of just getting a few things out. This, I remember where I got this. This was at estate sale, so there's all kinds of yarn in here. And this little carrying thing. Zippers from the good old days. And then it had all this in there. So I'm kind of unboxing this now in front of y'all. I didn't get a chance to go through it, but I thought it was very cool. And who doesn't need extra yarn? And I cross stitch, so if you have priced these DMC flosses, they're expensive. There's a few DMC in there. That is the high quality, doesn't bleed type of floss. Oh, look at this. Oh, of course there's mouse feces. That's not good. Oh, yuck. Well, maybe I don't want to slide this into here. It looks like there's a bunch of floss in there. Looks like it's J&S codes. Not real sure about that one. I wouldn't use it for cross stitching. That looks like muslin cloth. This looks like it has some mice feces. Ew, guys. Yuck. Okay. That is going right outside. This whole box is going to go outside. Unfortunately, it's a vintage box, I think. So I'm going to have to really wash my hands because mouse feces is not good. That's gross. Wow. The old Folgers coffee cans. Oh my goodness, y'all. That's crazy. I remember going to Grandma and Grandpa's, where my mom lives now. Growing up, always had that Folgers coffee going. Hey, looky here. Amongst the mouse manure. And look, there's a big old needle. You can never get enough of these big needles. So, I'm gonna have to take this out. I don't know how you would clean the thread. Maybe dip it in some soapy water and stick it in the sunshine. Oh yeah, there's one of those hooks, you know. These are nice. But I kind of was interested in, not the mouse poo, but the old patterns. I mean, this is the good old stuff. 50 cents, guys. Oh my gosh, this is like back in the day in my childhood. We're gonna have to do an unboxing and look at these. I'm gonna take this outside because I wasn't expecting that in there. But here's what I got done so far, and I'm gonna go wash my hands and bring y'all back. Okay, this is it. It's not the way I really wanted it, but for now it'll work. It's got the little cases back there with the DMC floss. All the extra DMC floss I have to, you know, put on new cards and get in there. That's got some yarn, some puzzles, some needlework, paint, you know. I got some other stuff in the bedroom. So there's that. And there's this. So it's got the iron, the sewing thing. I have more sewing stuff that I would need to get in here. Extra, oh my gosh, string, yarn, whatever it is. Not yarn, but, you know, for the thing. For sewing. The thread. There we go. Man, I'm getting old, y'all. Anyway, there's the little things to put that on. There's the cross stitch books, cross stitch projects, you know, some of the baby patterns, and then some of the stuff, you know, where you have the stuff in here. And I'm going to fill that one. Anyway, there you go. I got her done. Yeehaw! Now I gotta do that cabinet. And there's just some canning stuff in there, and I need to clean that out. But we'll go there another day. But here you go, guys. I got her done. We will catch y'all later. This is a collaboration. I guess it's hosted by us and our bunch, and you should go check out their channel. I watched their video, and then I watched Misty's at Down Home Misty Style. Go check her out. She is a stinking hoot. Anyway, I met them through Jason at Okies Eden, and I'm sure he'll be doing a video. Jason, come on now. All right, y'all. We're getting this new house organized. I just threw all that in there when we moved in. I got to clean the floor again, and it really needed cleaned up and organized, and now it is. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. I forgot. Remember the box with the mouse mess? So I took all that outside, and it's going in the shop to be ionized, so it'll clean it hospital strength, all the patterns and all that. And then I took all the bags and took everything out of the bags, put it in new bags, put it in here. Then I went ahead and I got the stuff in the sink to wash for the other stuff that I can wash. So I forgot about all that. But it'll be ionized, and then I will scooch that stuff over, and I will find a new box, and I will put it all in there. A nice clean box or a container. Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. I think this is it. This is it. I promise. This is it. We are done.